I always got a pen for is any moment could be the one that spells being born. Play your gambit while I'm holding the cards. Troubadour for you and yours, a poet at large. I fight like a knight with the flow of a bard to lead you to the future like Cisco and Picard. Through the stars we go trekking. Me and the brothers making another connection. My glow from the heavens is my mother's blessing. Mocha molasses repping the colored section in the sun.
It's your man, Arson, the voice of reason, a.k.a. the Super Triple, the Rand of Steel, the comic book Jedi here at the crib. I was going to say, Mountain Comics and Coffee House, but I'm just here at the crib, chilling. I was at Amalgam today, which made me very happy. We got our books back in on a fairly regular basis, so that makes me very happy. I was we were dealing with some stuff for a while, but now we're all good to go, and so I'm happier, much happier. We are. It's a good night, It's just ordered some food because I didn't have time to cook. I was running around with the boy and then with the boys, and then took a little nap. And now we just chilling, just kicking it. Couple of things I wanted to get back to that I hadn't done in a while. Y'all know I had been doing my thing and trying to keep.
Coconut scented with mango flavor.
Hey, somebody's there. Hello, how are you? You gotta forgive me. I'm a couple seconds behind, seeing who's where and who's joined me and such. So I gotta turn this one down.
Hey, somebody's there.
See, like I got all this stuff. Hey, how are you, Nelly? Yeah, man. So like I said, it's a good night. It's a peaceful evening. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. And trying to stay apolitical. Because that kind of shit gets me in trouble. But speaking of which, I want to send a shout out to the brother Paul that joined us last week. He had mentioned that how do you pronounce that? Xenon Cynics. I like it. Whatever it means. Want to shout out to the brother Paul. He had mentioned the other day that I was cursing too much last week. And hey, what's up, Matt? What's going on, brother? And I wanted to. There's something I wanted to talk about this week. And it was about the concept of profanity, right? I curse a lot, like a whole lot. I curse in front of my kids. I kind of let my daughter curse in front of me. I don't know if her mother does, but I do. She's 17, whatever. I got it right? Yeah, dope. Excellent. Forgive me, I have to eat in front of y'all again because I didn't get a chance to eat all day today. But you're going to hear me chewing. That's rude. I wanted to bring up this profanity thing because that Paul had brought it up, and I've been trying to figure out why it matters anymore, right? Like, it's to a point where it's not like, forgive me, like I said, I reached my bag. Yeah, I curse a lot. And like I said, my daughter curses a lot, not a lot, but I let her. My son doesn't. Neither of my sons do. Um, oh, there's beans in this. Oh well, whatever. Uh, but I don't know why it matters anymore. Like I'm trying to figure out why words that we all know and have all used at least one point in our life have any meaning beyond. Is the audio low? Let's turn the mic up a bit. I'm gonna turn that up. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Yeah. See, sticky hands. Says fuck it. I'm wondering why it matters. Why are the words they're not new, right? Anymore. It's not like you're surprising anybody with the word fuck. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, we're not fucking with that. Ooh, Lord Jesus. And I this is not in any way meant to insult anybody or anything like that. But I really am curious as to why we still allow words that we already know the meaning to and about, and we know what they are, offend us anymore. And I really am fascinated by that as a concept. And so if any of you guys can help me with that, I would really like to know. Spillogic said, "Dadgummit." Yeah, okay. And by all means, dadgum away. If that's how you spit, that's how you spit. I don't. Jeez, that was really hot. Oh my goodness. I have no ability to handle spicy food, so that little bit that I just put on my tongue is killing me right now. There's a lot that I can do with my mouth. Wink. But handle spicy foods ain't one of them. But yeah, why are we still sort of wrapped up in that in that realm of our thinking? It's one of those things that's in my head a lot. Like the things that we still wind up worrying about. To quote yeah, you're right. Back in the day, you say a curse word, and it's people will lose their mind. I'm gonna spill logic. I don't know, man. I'm good. Yeah, and like when I was a kid, I didn't curse. I didn't curse. Well, I did, but I didn't curse in front of my dad. I knew I couldn't. That kind of thing. But I remember the first time I saw my dad curse in front of my grandfather, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna get it," expecting my grandfather to get smacked in the mouth. My dad to get smacked in the mouth by my grandfather, which he didn't, but I was like, "Oh, wow, okay." So I guess this means at some point when I get older, I'm going to be able to curse in front of my dad. Oh, and I look forward to that day, and I remember the first time I did it, I was like, I just cursed in front of Dad. I'm a dead man. But by then he was, I like to hope, just too old to care. And so I was like, all right, cool. Then I can get away with this now. Sweet. This I like. I like this. I can do this. My daughter does it now, and she's like, whatever, blah blah blah. And it doesn't really affect me, but I wanna know I wanna know why it still affects people. Like, yeah, all right, so yeah, Grandpa said as long as you weren't taking the Lord's name in anger or frustration, you weren't cursing. I like that. I like that a lot. Part of it would be people being set in old ways and those being passed on. plenty of others keep that cycle going. Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. And that that makes sense for about a lot of things. Profanity, racism, all kinds of shit. But some of that stuff, I feel like letting it go would cause you a lot less problems. Like I saw somebody had mentioned the C word, and then it's such a bad word that you can't even say it, which is fascinating to me, right? Like, and I get it when you're talking about insults, right? When you're talking about insults. All right, you cursed in front of your mom the first time you were 16, thought you were going to get a shoe to the face. See, the first time my daughter cursed in front of me, like something had happened, I was like, excuse me? And then I was like, she gets that from me. So I'm going to take this moment to let that go. And so now I've been letting it go with her. My youngest son, my 7-year-old, he's like, Daddy, why do you curse so much? Like, you shouldn't curse, blah, blah, blah. He's very, very, very strict about that with me, and I'm trying to be better with him. But I also don't feel like I should be continuing this. I don't think it's like something I should let go on in my family. So I almost want to tell him, like, you know what? Say whatever the fuck you want. Because he says frick. And what the heck. And stuff. My middle son had the best one ever when he was a kid. He'd be playing with his toys. The thing was chicken nugget. So he'd be like, come here, you chicken nugget. And like the flow of it was exactly like motherfucker. Right? It was exactly, but he didn't say it. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go crazy. And I've tried to do that. And every now and again, I just be like, well, fuck it. Help drive a point home, get the attention of those not giving you words the attention they deserve. Yeah, fuck works great. It's a great word. It's probably the most, the word you can do the most within the English language. It can be anything. Anything. You can use it as any part of speech. It's fantastic. Yeah, and I get the idea of vulgarity, right? But at some point, eat cheese every day. Nice. That's great. That's fantastic, Reg. Hey, eat cheese every day. That's fantastic. All right. Now I'm not going to be able to sing that song any other way. I'm not going to be able to sing that song any other way. You've completely ruined it for me. Demon Ninja DSM says, depends on the context with your kids. All right. No doubt. Gary Winter, much love. Music and teaching about social inequality messages equals education. Keep going. We're trying, man. We are trying to. Yeah, but I want. I really am curious about the idea of profanity and how we let it affect our lives. It's one of, and it, like I said, it is definitely one of those things that sometimes I feel like I need to be getting a handle on, and other times I don't give a damn. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. That's what we're up to. That's what I'm yapping about so far this evening. It is the 16th of February. We should be willing to be offended, but wary of offending. See, the only thing I personally, this is just me. It takes a lot to offend me, right? It takes a lot. You got to be, it's got to be pretty impressive to offend me. most of the things that are offensive to people, to a lot of people, I'm thoroughly amused by. Even like I'm thoroughly amused by the idea of like a lot of things that are viewed as really racist, because most of the time, oh, what is wrong with my goatee? I look like hell. Why didn't y'all tell me I look like such a lunatic? It's like shiesty on one side and oh god, ooh, y'all could have told me that. Jeez, my goodness gracious, people, let me know. I look like I just climbed out of the sewer with the Ninja Turtles. Oh my lord. Anyway, oh yeah. So a lot of the stuff that people view as really, really offensive to them and like horribly racist, a lot of times it makes me laugh. A lot of times, because I don't know. In most of those cases, I think that the people that are doing the offensive thing are doing it completely by accident and have no idea how they just fucked up, right? So, you're going to have like a lot of it happened, a couple things happened in the last couple of years, like clothing lines and stuff. Like, I forget which one it was. Was it H&M that had the kid, the little black kid in this sweatshirt that said like head monkey of the jungle or whatever, and they had a bunch of other kids in the ad, and it was one of those things where you were like, oh, somebody should have been thinking when this happened. This was just kind of dumb, right? But I don't think it was. Yeah, it was the stock photo, Jones. And I don't think it was anybody who was like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put monkey on the black kid because he's a monkey. Ha, 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 ha. I don't think that's what it was. But I do think it was somebody just not thinking. And they were like, all right, well, we're just going to put this on here and see what happens. Yeah. Oops. I tell a story all the time about, you guys all know I'm a comic book guy, obviously. And I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get to that in your question in a second, Spillogics. So every month the former distributor of everything in comics, Diamond, puts out this magazine called Previews, and Previews tells you the stuff that's coming out in 2 months, comes out 2 months later, and there's a section in there that I always checked, and it had the T-shirts in it. And I have told you guys 1,000 times, I collect Superman T-shirts, and so the first thing I would do every month when Previews came in is see what was new. There was one it was a black T-shirt and had a Superman symbol in white. Now, the thing that they would do is whenever there was a new book, it was like whenever there's a new issue, the thing is like a new T-shirt rather, they would put like a quote or something, like there would be a new Green Lantern T-shirt and it would say like Emerald Justice or something like that. Well, this T-shirt they put out, it was a black Superman T-shirt with the symbol in white, and in giant letters it said White Power, and I fell down laughing. I fell down. I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard. It was hilarious. I called my other store. I was like, you guys have to see this. Funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I don't think anybody was like, I'm going to put this in here because white power. Ha, 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 ha. I think that somebody just did it and they were like, oh, we did. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. And so Matt, maybe he got a month off of work or something for that one, or whoever it was. But I honestly don't think it was like blatant racism. I think it was just somebody being a moron. To your questions, Spillogic says, I'm originally from South Carolina. Is that South Carolina? I was in a building and reading the history of the building. The pamphlet said that it used to be a colored school. Would I be offended by reading that? No, because that's what it was. That's what they called it at the time. I don't need you to update everything for me and say it was a school for African American kids, because they called it a colored school. Now, maybe you should probably consider. I personally would not be offended, because that's what it was. But it should be considered to update it, because other people are far more easily offended than me. If you're going to do everything by my standards, cool. But that's going to get you in trouble. Quiet Horse 80, your oldest is your monkey and your youngest is your baboon. You know what? My mom used to call me her monkey all the time. That was her thing. I don't care. That was her thing. It's dangerous when, because there's been so much sort of monkey imagery directed at black folks in American history, that it's a dangerous thing to do. Like, you call your kids that and they're native and white, go nuts, whatever. Nah, I don't give a shit. Anybody that does give a shit has too much time on their hands. Those are your kids. You can call them whatever the fuck you want. And so, it's troubling, right? But it's also, like I said, I'm not easily offended. It takes a lot to offend me. But I will tell you that the rest of the world is way more easily offended than I am. And so if you want to keep your job or your spot on the charts or whatever, I would be careful. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Sarge, a person unused to caring about trampling on somebody's dignity. You're right. It never occurred to them. It was the kind of thing that was never, like, it never had to enter in their thought processes. Which is different than this is innocent, but it's also different from this is malicious, right? I don't think the white power thing was malicious. I think it was just it was never something that they had to process, and they just kind of went about their business, and there you go. And was it the best thing to do? Probably not, but they did it anyway. So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And like I said, I'm not that easily offended. Racist tie to the words. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? There's a lot of racism in everything that most of us don't even know about. I'm discovering it every day. But I myself am fascinated by old racism, because a lot of it was really, really creative. It's insane, but very, very creative. Forgive me, I got to take a bite of this rice before it gets cold, because it looks really good. Oh yeah, that's that stuff right there. A little bit of beans in here, but I'm not a bean person, so I'm just gonna go around them. Like I said, man, I ain't getting a chance to eat, so you guys are gonna join me here in dinner and whatever the fuck, starring our son, the voice of reason. I will tell you, there's a lot happening right now, boy. Lots of stuff happening. So we got Gangstagrass on the 20th and 21st in the Philadelphia Folk Fest Cabin Fever Festival, with a bunch of different artists and such. Hold on, I'm gonna put this whole thing together here. I want you guys to hear about this, because this is gonna be really, really dope. Spillogic, thanks a lot. Have a good night. There is quite an interesting lineup here. Let me see if I can find this, because it's gonna be pretty darn dope. Cabin Fever Fest, 20th and 21st of February. We got Ava Kaplan, Keb Mo, Bella Fleck and Abigail Washburn, Valerie June, Larkin Poe, James McMurtry, The Secret Sisters, Jake Shimabukuro and Sierra Hull, Wenso and the Shakes, the John Stickley Trio, AJ Lee and Blue Summit, John Tavius Willis, Bella White, Midnight Sky Racer, Okon and Wesley, and of course, the world's greatest bluegrass hip-hop band, Gangstagrass. Yeah, man, go to folkfest.org. They'll give you all the information on that. It's going to be a lot of very cool stuff. I wish it was live. I wish we were out there recording and doing the thing and, you know, making noise and so on and so forth. But it is just you watching us online. As much as we would love to be back with you all and so on and so forth, it is unfortunately not the case. Pardon me, chicken dumpling. Yeah, we're not there yet. I'm still trying to sneak my way into a COVID vaccine, John. I think I could pass for 65. I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to take a lot. I mean, there is a good amount of gray popping out of my chin and out of this hair and such. So maybe I can pass for 65 and go get me a shot. Or maybe I'll just go buy a pack of cigarettes in Jersey and be like, I smoke. Can I get my COVID shot? Because for some reason, smokers in Jersey are higher up on the list. I mean, like, you know, they're at risk and so on and so forth, and you know, it needs to be done. But maybe that's what I'll do. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get my shots like right now. I have an old pair of scrubs somewhere in the crib. I'm just gonna put them on and show up somewhere and be like, yeah, I work in a hospital. I work in Hahnemann Hospital. Now, if you live in Philly, you know that Hahnemann Hospital has been closed. So I don't know if that's going to work. But I might be able to pull it off somewhere else. Like, nah, yeah, Hahnemann Hospital. Yeah, look it up. Right there. Boom, Hahnemann. Where's my shot? And then try and sneak in another time and get another one. I don't know. Ooh, find it. You know what? I would be doing a lot more volunteering if I had more time. I am volunteering, taking care of this 7-year-old of mine. No, I'm kidding. I wish I had the kind of time to volunteer. And there are probably people that do more than me and volunteer too, but I get tired, to be totally honest. I'm lazy. It happens. Brad, that's awesome, dude. You guys are vaccinating your volunteers. That's fantastic. Yeah, well, look. If I just say that I'm one of your volunteers, can you hook it up? Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm not trying to take anybody's shots. That's a joke. Yo, I'm telling you, Demon Ninja. Ooh, 6 inches of snow and 20 degrees outside. Hey, look at that. There's a thing. Thank you so much there, Charge. Yeah. Now, all right, 6 inches of snow. Where is that they got 6 inches of snow there, Demon Ninja? Because, hey, Nikki, what's up? Hey, by the way, guys, over on Facebook, my dear friend Nikki just wrote this great piece in Urban Magazine. I'm gonna find that link and post it. Nick, you want to throw that up in the chat? That would be great. It's about my boss at Amalgam Comics and Coffee House, one of my favorite people on earth. It's a fantastic piece, so make sure you throw that up. Ooh, listen, Reg, if I could have gotten to Canada by now, trust and believe I would have already. I'd have been in some Canada. Don't get it twisted. I got people up there. We'd have been chilling, but no. So yeah, I think I'm done running my jibs for a couple of minutes. There's a couple of things I wanted to share with you guys beyond the Folk Fest. Folk Alliance is happening this year. I don't know if you guys know what Folk Alliance is, um, but it's buckets and buckets of fun. It's happening, of course, digitally as usual, as with everything else. But Folk Alliance has been so much fun for us over the last several years, and we've had so much time, such good times, just being involved with it. We went for the first time in 2014. 2013 was the first time we went. Yeah, 2013 was the first time we went, and it was in Toronto. It was my first time. It was the first time I ever left the country. Went to Toronto. Oh my God, it was so much fun. So much fun. And then we went again the next year. It was in Kansas City, and we met our dear friends, Samantha Martin and Delta Sugar. And we did, so what they do is they buy out a hotel, like floors in a hotel, and they do all of these, they have conferences and people do like shows in the room, showcases in the rooms. And with the one in Toronto, we were up jamming till 4 o'clock in the morning, singing Huey Lewis, The News, The Power of Love in the middle of the hallway. It was just the most amazing thing I had ever seen. It blew my mind how fantastic it was. Linda, thank you so much on YouTube. And it was, a holodeck would be really nice right now. Yeah, it was amazing, right? Just the greatest thing I'd ever seen. And then, like I said, we went again in 2014. We met Samantha Martin and Delta Sugar. Wrench produced their album. Lifelong friends. Blah blah blah. We went again a couple years back in Montreal, and met Saul Paul up there. We met Bethlehem. I met Bethlehem. Beth lives around the corner from me. Yeah, I mean, I got Philly people over here that were up in Montreal with me at Folk Alliance. It was really, really dope. And we did all this amazing stuff, and it was one of those things that I wish hip hop could do. I wish that there could be a hip hop alliance festival. Now AC3 happens every year. That's from what I hear is pretty dope. We need to hit AC3 one year. And that's from what I hear is pretty dope. Moscow, Idaho. We were supposed to Hampton Jazz Festival. Was that? I think I got to do some checking. They may have gotten at us about something. I know we were supposed to do a jazz festival last year, before the world ended. Flank steak. But yeah. 29 and snowing in Moscow, Idaho. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I know there was a Moscow, Idaho. Learn something new every day. But yeah, AC3 happens every year in Atlanta, I think, and it's a similar sort of thing. I don't know if they would ever let a whole bunch of hip hop cats rent out a hotel. To be honest, I know a lot of hip hop cats. I think it would get a little bit ridiculous. At least one person would get shot. It would just get kind of stupid, and so I would want to go, but I don't know if I would. It would terrify me because cats be getting a little wild. They be wilding out a little bit, and sometimes I just don't need it. What? But yeah, so Folk Alliance is happening this year. And the whole thing is online, and there's going to be a bunch of cool panels and so on and so forth. Let me see if I can find all the information about Folk Alliance this year, because I really want you guys to know what this thing is and how amazingly cool it is, man. Folk Alliance 2021. Boop. Yeah. Now, one of the things that we started, that's right, we started it. Gangstagrass started it. This idea, the hashtag hip hop music is folk music because it is. Um, hashtag hip hop music is Americana because it is. You guys can go check this out at folk.org. I'm just going to throw this up in all of the chats. Folk.org. I'll put it in there. We're going to put it over here on YouTube. And so we started this idea that hey Rich, what's going on, man? That any time you're talking about Americana music, that you're talking about folk music, you have to now include hip hop because not only is it born in and of America, right? But it's does very much the same things that traditional folk does. It tells the stories of the folks. Now, they might be a little bit wilder stories. They might be a little bit more outlandish stories. But they're no different in how important they are, right? And so we've been on this push to have Folk Alliance really down with the idea that hip hop music is a folk music, is a music that belongs in the same veins and discussions as other types of folk musics and that sort of thing. And if you're not doing that, that's the sort of thing. Have a good one, Noli. Thanks you for hanging out with us. That's the sort of thing that if you want to offend me, okay, you want to offend me, that's how you do it, by telling me that, you know, this music born of the Black American experience doesn't belong in the same sort of vein as any other types of musics of that we talk about being of and about the people, because they do. I've been trying to, we've done a bunch of, shout out to G Money on YouTube. We've been trying to get with a lot of different NPR stations. We've done shows at a lot of different NPR stations, and one of the things I noticed about most of the NPR stations that we visited, if you look at their catalogs, now, granted, not everybody's using CDs anymore, but their catalogs are very sort of classically folk Americana, a lot of jazz, but not a lot of anything particularly urban. And I hate the word urban, but it is that. And I actually asked somebody about that. Young lady did an amazing interview with Black Thought of Roots the other day. Last week, she works at WXPN here in Philly, and I asked her, like, what's that about? My man Will Wander out in St. Louis, I asked him the same thing, like, what's that about? What is it that... Now, the station that Will was at, they had a lot more, and shout out to them. I forget the name of the station. My apologies. They had a lot more. They seemed to be going in a little bit more to sort of reach out to the hip hop community around them, to do more with them, and make them feel more like it was a part of the same sort of thing, right? And you have to hope that was happening. We did, like I said, we did a couple shows on there. We've been down to that St. Louis joint a couple times and rocked out with them. Demon Ninja says she was raised with jazz and Johnny Cash, Ghost Rider in the Sky, old cowboy songs. Yeah, it was a lot of storytelling, lots and lots of storytelling. It happened all the time. And so the hope is that any of that storytelling becomes meaningful, becomes viable, and starts to mean something to people, such that any story can be told. Oh, look at all these new people on Facebook. Hi, everybody. Yeah, we're talking about hip hop being Americana and being folk music and so on and so forth. And like, I would love to see Folk Alliance do a strict a very strict like a whole, not just a panel, like a session. Like, I would love to see Folk Alliance have some DJs in there, have, invite Jazzy Jeff up to the next Folk Alliance. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to get it in, get the world's greatest DJ of all time to come rock out and do some stuff with Gangstagrass. Hey, that's my cousin. My cousin Gus has joined us here up on the Facebook stream. By the way, my cousin Gus, I posted this video of him a few days ago, singing, not just singing. This man can sing. Rocking out some classic Kenny Loggins. He killed it. We go straight yacht rock up here in the Harris lineage. The Green Miller family. Hey, Bruce Hornsby is a fan of ours? What? I'm done. All right. Good night. Bruce Hornsby is a Gangstagrass fan. Somebody get that man on the phone. Somebody get that man on the phone. We'll do a new version of That's Just the Way It Is, bruh. Get that man on the phone. Bruce Hornsby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Gangstagrass and Bruce Hornsby. Listen. Let's make this happen right now. I'm going to call. I wish I could go. Hey, Carol Zahn's here on YouTube. How are you? Man, listen. Get me Bruce Hornsby on the phone. We will rock out. Standing in line, marking time, waiting for a welfare dime. They can't find a job. The man in a silk suit hurries by and it passes the poor old lady's eye. Just for fun, he says, get a job. What a dick that dude was. Like, you remember when that record came out? I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Why would you do that? You're terrible. Oh, and I listened to the rest of the song. I was like, oh, that is the way it is. What a piece of shit. Just go tell somebody to get a job. Oh, man, that's whack. Yeah, somebody get Bruce Hornsby on the phone. I'm definitely down to rock out with some Bruce Hornsby and the Range. Yeah, that would make me very happy. But yeah, shout out to my cousin Gus. Love you, dude. Oh, by the way, Gus, next time you talk to Marcus, tell him that my daughter Amaryllis is moving to Chicago. She got accepted to the art school in Chicago. Hooray, my daughter! I actually I found this out last week on the stream. I was crying like a 4-year-old. It was wonderful. But yeah, I want to make sure I set up a nice little network of family out there for her, and so she knows that she got people everywhere. It looks like I'm losing people. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to do something about that. All right, so I think I'm gonna surprise you guys. I don't know if Facebook's gonna get mad at me for doing this. But I don't know if they're gonna get mad. What do you think? Should I do it? See, if I fuck this up, they're gonna be like, "Nope, you're not allowed to do this anymore." All right, so I'm gonna do it without the music. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was dope. It blew my mind that she would do that. That she got accepted, and we're all happy for her. Now I gotta, sell all of my internal organs to pay for it. But I don't even care. I don't even care. What did I want to surprise you guys with? Oh, you know what? There's a song of mine floating around. Not of mine, but of mine and several other some dope Philly cats. We put out a song called "Here to Save You All." I'm gonna find this link. I'm gonna put that up for you too. Here. That's not how you spell here. That's not how you spell here either. There's here to. Oh my God, yo, I can't type for nothing. If you could see how badly I type, it would blow your mind. You'd be like, "What are you even doing?" Now, that's the album by Chino XL, which was an amazing album, by the way. But no, that's not what I'm looking for. So we're gonna go to YouTube. All right, there's YouTube, and then we're gonna surprise you guys with a joint that me and some of my homies did, produced by my buddy Steve. Here to save you. No. There's a video for this and everything. Boop, 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 boop. There it is, The Collective. Here to save you all, Black Superheroes, featuring myself and an amazing poet called The Saint. I'm going to put this in all of the things for you guys to watch because it's pretty darn dope. I'm going to copy that, and then it's going to go in here. No, there's no Pat's King of Steaks here. No. There is, all right, so if any of you guys show up to Philly looking for a cheesesteak, you're going to want to go to D'Alessandro's. You're going to want to go to, Chubby's. Chubby's is a dope spot up around my way, up in Roxbury. Fiesta around my way is pretty dope. Jim's on South Street is pretty cool. I just love Jim's because I went there one night to get a cheesesteak, and it's so deep. Like there were so many people in there, and there's just all this meat cooking and whatnot. And the jacket that I wore in there smelled like cheesesteak for like a good several months. It was just all cheesesteak. Like anytime I put it on, I was like, oh my God, this thing stinks like cheesesteak, but it smells so good. So you can go to Jim's. You can go to Carazan's way of typing, putting Nirvana on and headbanging against the keyboard until something vaguely in the ballpark of what you're trying to mean. All right, I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay. That's totally fine. It's still better than mine. Yeah. So Sarge, skip Pats, skip Geno's. Neighborhood spots are always gonna be better. And peppers, okay. Cheese Whiz is disgusting. I don't believe in Cheese Whiz. It's the worst stuff in the world. I get mine with provolone. I get my cheesesteaks with provolone. Occasionally I'll get green peppers. Every now and again I get mushrooms. Pizza cheesesteak is never a bad idea with a little sauce and mozzarella. Any of that works. Pat's you can skip. If you go through life and never have a Pat's cheesesteak, you'll be totally fine. You won't have missed a thing. You'll be totally okay with that. But yeah. So this song by The Collective, Here to Save You All, Black Superhero Music. Hey, Jen, how are you? You guys got to hear the whole thing. I'm going to give you my verse, though, because I'm a big fan of this verse. And it's so nerd, it's not even funny. See if you could spot the the comic references. There are several. If you can catch them, maybe you'll win a prize. And if you can catch the non-comic nerd references, you'll definitely win a prize. So it goes like this. Secret ID of a Martian cop is the Vox juggernaut too hard to stop. Rebel MC up against the Orthodox until I run it like the captain of the Argo, not Jason but Avatar, blazing in my Battlestar, impact of the voice of the verse shaking and rattle y'all. Black Hawk from Thanagar with an nth metal mic, spaceship rhyming up against your pedal bikes, trying to make sure my people have a better life, showing them all satisfaction instead of strife. This time around the revolution's getting televised. Anybody not involved is feeling terrorized. It's a deep dive, strap up, we're going in, bring the word like holy men at the podium, the one that's composing the symposium, here to save the day, the last black Kryptonian. Yeah, so shout out to my man Lawrence Charnell. You know what? We've got a bunch of reaction videos out there that we didn't do. Maybe I will do a reaction video one of these weeks. Yeah. See, the unfortunate part is you guys are all going to have to be watching the video on your own because I can't stream the video for you to look at because everybody else in the world will, this is mine, you can't do that. And then Facebook could be like, you can't stream that. And then, But what I'm going to do is, in 2 weeks, I'm going to do a reaction video, but I'm not sure to what yet. It's got to be something, I don't know where I'm going to go with that. But that should be fun. Thank you for that idea, G-Money. Well done. I say 2 weeks because next week is the premiere of Superman and Lois, and I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be watching Superman and Lois. So I'm going to reach out to Farrell or Dan, somebody. Somebody else is going to be on next week. It won't be me. The premiere of Superman and Lois is next week. And as we all know, I am a Superman guy. As you can see, if I even move this, you're going to be like, what in the hell? Yeah. A Greg's sausage roll. No, because I don't eat pork. If Greg is making turkey sausage, I'll fucks with that. Wait, you want me to do a reaction video of my own music? That's kind of weird. I know all my music. As you guys can see, I'm a Superman guy. This ain't even half of it. So, Superman and Lois starts next week. I won't be here. I'm going to be home. I mean, I'll be here. Captions. I think there's a way to do captions on here. Oh, now I got to figure that out, Gus. Wait, I've seen captions on the... If this is on a watch, John, on like... I think the captions are on the YouTube one. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen captions on YouTube. And I enjoy watching captions on YouTube because they're funny as hell. If you've ever seen any of our videos on YouTube, the captions are a nightmare. Holy Jesus. Some of the stuff I'm saying on there, I'm like, what? I wrote that? No, that's not what I wrote. That is not at all what I wrote. Not in the slightest. But Gus, yeah, check out if you get a minute, check out our captions, and I will find a way to have captions for the next time. Although, is this the kind of thing where they like edit your captions? Like if I say, fuck, is it gonna say filth, flarn, filth? Shout out to Eddie Murphy. Yeah, Demon Ninja. This isn't even half of it, man. This is not even half of it. There's the T-shirt collection is insane. Several sweatshirts. I've got so many Superman sweatshirts that my daughter has like 4 of them. She just was like, "Oh, I'm leaving with this." I got posters, I got plaques, I got all kinds of stuff that people made me. Like it's a problem. Yeah, I don't know tell me more about this sausage roll. Um, Carozan, because I am curious about it. Wait a minute, there's vegan versions of sausage rolls. See, okay. If I have any vegans out there, any of my vegan friends, who I love as much as I love the rest of my friends, I need you. I did a video about this. I need you to come up with your own words for things. You really need to. Because sausage is a very specific thing. Well, maybe, all right, maybe I'll give you sausage because it is just an amalgamation of stuff. Maybe I'll give you that one. I'm never going to give up on milk. I'm not giving up on milk. You need to come up with your own word for your almond juice or your whatever juice that you're making out of nuts and calling milk. No. So I'm not giving you that one. And I'm not giving you chicken spelled differently. No. It's not chicken. You need a whole different word. I don't care if the spelling's different. I'll give you. What else am I gonna give you? I guess I'll give you fillets, right? I'll give you a fillet of something. I'm still not ready to give up on burgers, though. Yeah, meatless meat. Huh? I don't understand how you could even. What? So we're just we're just gonna recognize that is an oxymoron and go from there. Okay. Nope. This is not a word. Yeah. Now, okay. Jen J on Facebook says nut juice. I'm okay with that. If you make sure if you order a coffee drink with anything that's not dairy, but like, can I get some I would like some almond juice in that, or some cashew juice, or oat juice, any of those things. Whatever nut juices you have, just go ahead and put that in your. Go ahead and put that in my coffee. Put your nut juice in my coffee. That's great. Oh man. Oh boy. You see how this just devolved? It's just devolved into just madness and insanity. Many places you can go. Yeah, it's never steak if it's plant-based. Thank you, Sarge. Guilt-free murder. I wanted Greg's for $1. Gotta eat it hot. Yeah, I would imagine it's one of those things that once it gets cold, it's like McDonald's fries. Like once it gets cold, just throw it away. Nut juice. I'm gonna be stuck on that all night now. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna give you guys one more verse before I go. I'm gonna make it a short night. I gotta get my son to bed. He hasn't been going to bed lately, and so he's making it difficult for me. Yeah. What do you think? You guys want me? You want me to? Are we going off the head? Or are we going? We're going off the head, or are we going something that I wrote? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, see, Carazon, I'm not lying. Plant-based meat, meatless meat. What do you think, guys? Am I going off the head, or are we going? Are we doing? You guys want to hear something I wrote before I go? Somebody tell me quickly. Please, please, please. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, we're going off the head. All right, let me see. All right. All right, check this out. I miss the outdoors, sunshine, smoothies, and froyo, but I turn on the news and it's like, here comes more snow. Oh no, more of the sleet and the slush. I wish that I could get rid of it. It's much too much. Goddamn, it's not my fault, but now my car's all dusty and it's covered in salt. They got me locked inside the crib like I'm up in the vault. So what do you want? I just want the sun to shine again. Now, if you're out here not chiming in, I wanted to hear from y'all. Somebody tell me something. I'm not bluffing. All of this is nothing. I'm an old curmudgeon with the soul of a young buck. Yeah, that's what I told y'all many verses ago. But here is the flow, and if you didn't know, it's the most original. That's how it got created. You waited just a little bit longer for that real. Well, here it is. Like I said, it's the deal. So break out the cards. Oh my God, fat like Lord. Cook it up. You can put that in your vegan burger. I'm just kidding. I don't want you committing pork murder or any other type of murder for my vegan folks. I'm just making jokes. I don't really care. Actually, I do. God damn it, I'm not lying. Listen, you can't call non-chicken chicken. It's not a real thing. It's all made up and you can't. So damn it, make up another word for your food based on plants. I don't know, some shit. I get bored, so quite honestly, I just do this for the attention. But like I said, next week I will not be here. Superman and Lois is on. I'm watching Superman and Lois. Y'all find something else to do. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I got to figure out, like G Money said, to do what's that thing called? Where'd it go? Jesus Christ, what did he say? The thing with where'd it go? A reaction video. Yes, I want to do a reaction video to something. I don't know what. Mine are fairly broad musical tastes, so it's not like there's not a lot of stuff out there that that's completely new to me style wise. Like, yes, I know the Christopher Lee metal records and all kinds of stuff. So I'll come up with something. But yeah, that's the deal. I'm going to shut it down, put this boy to bed, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Be good. Take care of yourself. And make sure you have a good time. Wash your hands. Wash your face. Put your mask on. If you're able to get vaccinated, please get vaccinated. Nobody's trying to chip you. Nobody's trying to get you, you know what I mean? The feds don't give a shit about what you're doing, quite honestly. If you're hanging out with me on a fucking Tuesday night, the feds are not worried about what you're up to. I hate to break it to you, but it's not that serious. But yeah, make sure you guys catch up with the fam Friday. I think Dan will be on tomorrow afternoon as well. And then Saturday afternoon, Wrench or Dolio will be on. I think Dolio was on this Saturday, so it should be Wrench next Saturday. But make sure you catch up with us. And then don't forget the 20th and 21st, check out the Philly Folk Fest, Cabin Fever Fest. That's all over our social medias. Medius. Yes, the plural of media is medius. Mediis, like meese, or geese. Why isn't the plural of moose meese? I think we've all had this question before, and I think it's something that we should put in the Constitution or something. I don't know. On that note, I'm out. Linda! Hello, Linda! Shout out to the world's greatest band mom. We're out. I love y'all. It's your man, our son, the voice of reason, a.k.a. the Super Triple Nation, wherever I'm at, you're at. The Rand of Steel, the Comic Book Jedi, the Amalgam Comics and Coffee House, my Amalgam family. I love you guys. Good to see y'all today. We out like shout. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Wash your hands. Wash your face. Give somebody a hug that needs it. check on your people. Make sure that you love them if they love you and all that kind of good shit. I'll see y'all later.